Welcome
to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
We are traveling all over Uganda to find hardworking farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need
to make their farms more productive and adapt to climate change.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice and turn their farms around into a profitable business,
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experience
on the Shamba Shape Up Uganda!
Welcome to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
Today we are in the land famously referred to as the land of milk and honey.
We are in Mbarara District, where they're mainly dairy farmers.
Yeah, but with the changing climate and the increase in population, they've started cultivating too.
We're visiting a farmer who's doing both, but has some challenges.
And let's go meet this farmer.
Today, we are in Ruhumba Trading Centre cell in the north of Mbarara District to meet 60-year-old Tayebwa Jane.
Jane is married to Tayebwa Benon. They have 5 children and they call this 40-acre property home. On the farm, she grows bananas, coffee, animal fodder, and rears cattle.
It's a passion. And actually it has been my dream to be a dairy farmer, because even I decided to ask to apply for a retirement so that I join dairy farming when I'm still energetic and to explore a lot of opportunities in dairy farming.
What challenges are you facing in the milk production?
So the challenges we have is to have enough pastures and improve the pastures and make silage. So as they feed this natural grass, we give supplementary feed. Yes. Because we use artificial insemination.
Yes.
And the cow might fail to conceive in time. So you find there is low milk production. So to supplement, to look after these cows, we get income from coffee. Then another project, we have banana. When it's time for abundance, then we sell some. We also get some income.
You don't have to worry. Even with these few challenges, for us as Shamba Shape Up, we come with experts. They are going to give you the knowledge and help you need. And maybe you'll overcome some of these ones. Yes.
That's great.
It will be greater.
Greater?
Yes. Let us go and get them, then we come back.
Okay.
You continue cleaning.
Okay.
Don't move.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
I'm very excited. I'm very grateful. I don't know how I can explain the excitement I have.
You have acres of land full of grass. Your cows look healthy. You have enough water on your farm, but the milk production is still very low. What could it be? Oh, I think I have a suspect here. Sporobolus.
What you're looking at is a weed called Sporobolus. This grass has a very strong root system, grows faster than other grasses, but unfortunately, it is hard and tough to be eaten by cattle. To learn how to control it, we have invited Sharon Tuyasingura from Lato Milk.
It's a tough grass that have always affected cows, affected farm production. So it is a bad grass. You see it has different characteristics on other grasses that are desirable for cows. They have the roots, which are about 30 to 60 centimeters. They go deep, and these other roots, they go up to 1.5 meters. That makes them to have a large land, like you can see. So this Sporobolus, it spreads seeds during the dry season, and these seeds spend a lot of time in that soil. By the time of rainy season, they germinate. One of the things why the cows can't get much from it is that they have tough leaves. When the cow is going to eat, it is tough to pick this leaf. As the cow is eating, it usually does like this. So if you do like this, you see, nothing is
becomes harder.
It hasn't eaten anything.
Jane, how has this affected you?
It suffocates the good pastures that would be eaten by my cows.
True.
And it's not easy to remove them. Once you put someone to dig it out, you heap it, the next season, the whole place will be covered with the same grass. So it's even very costly to remove this.
Has this grass affected your milk production?
Very much. Because it's not palatable. When my cows are there, you just see them moving up and down, but they're not getting anything. So that it means milk production will reduce because they eat less.
Sharon,
Yes,
is there a solution?
Yes, please. I have the solution for Sporobolus. We can eradicate it and we allow good pastures that are palatable for cows to cover the area.
That's exactly what we've been waiting for. Show us now.
We need to first slash our Sporobolus to a level of about 5 to 10 centimeters.
Okay.
We allow it to sprout for about 2 weeks. Then we come with our chemical, spray it. But before touching the chemical to spray, you have to wear the protective gears. Don't touch these chemicals without wearing the protective gears because they are poisonous to your health. They pass through all the organs of yours, the eyes, the mouth, the hands, because it is hazardous to your life. Yeah. So now this is the herbicide we are using. It is a glyphosate non-selective because there are many types of the glyphosates. But make sure when you're going to eradicate the Sporobolus, you use the non-selective one.
Okay.
Yes. So you have to first read on the bottle and know the instruction.
Okay.
So we mix 300 mils in a 20-liter jerry can. So after mixing our herbicide in the 20-liter jerry can, we have to spot spray. We look where the Sporobolus is, where we had slashed, then we spot spray there. Don't distract all the grasses available.
Okay.
And the reason as to why we have mowed them and sprayed at the stage of sprouting is that we don't want the seeds to disperse again. We have done the spot spraying. We spot spray where Sporobolus is found. Now we are dealing with a chemical which is poisonous.
Sharon went on to explain that after spraying, the paddock should be closed for 4 weeks. It is therefore advised that you divide the paddocks to ensure continuous fodder availability for the animals.
After those days, you will have seen the progress, how they are dying.
We already finished spraying and the Sporobolus has died. What next?
The next thing we can do is integrated pasture management.
That is where these two come in. What you're looking at is chicory and bracharia. These two are improved varieties and we are going to demonstrate how to plant them. Since this is a demonstration, we will mix 3 kilograms of fertilizer and 120 grams of chicory seed. Once the two ratios are put in a container, mix thoroughly and put in a water bottle. Put a hole through the bottle top and spread in the rows. Using a broom, sweep the rows to cover the seeds and fertilizer. We do not have the bracharia seeds, so we transplant existing bracharia. To do this, we dig a hole of 5 centimeters. Place the bracharia and broadcast the fertilizer along the planted row.
The knowledge I got from this exercise, I think it's very, very valuable. The removal of this stubborn grass will increase milk production.
Today we've won the battle, but not the war. The seeds of Sporobolus can stay in the soil for up to 8 years. So, it is recommended that you scout the field for any signs.
In this region, the dry season starts in the month of June after the rains. It is so harsh that it dries the pastures and the valley tanks. Water is life. But how do we preserve it in our plantation? And that is why preserving it is important. Jane had 2 acres of bananas and coffee intercropped. But is it ready for the coming dry season? What can she do to prevent the extreme effects of climate change? We have invited Dr. Amos Wentaro from Naro to teach us how.
Doctor, I'm very sure you walked around. What did you observe?
I see your plantation is clean. Generally, the weeds are not there, I would say thank you. I've also observed that you have tried to do the bending of coffee.
Thank you.
And if you visit and look at those which have been bent, you really appreciate that they are doing very well.
Okay.
So that is something that I can say thank you on that.
Welcome.
Maybe what she has not done,
Exactly.
or probably the challenge that I can see. You have few plants of coffee in this garden.
There are few.
There are few.
We thought there were many.
No, they are not. It is not a purely planned banana coffee intercrop. And that becomes very difficult for her to know the number of plants
Yes.
and the area,
Yes.
but also how much you can be able to get out of that. But another thing that I've seen is that the soil and water conservation are not being done very well.
Okay.
And this is a sloping area.
Yes.
So we'd expect at least to have some trenches that when it is raining, water does not move forward.
So you've talked about the spacing. What would you recommend Jane do?
But on average, on an acre,
Okay.
Jane is supposed to have 450 plants, spaced at 10 by 10 feet from one plant to another. Then if there's now a banana coffee intercrop, then the banana is supposed to be half the number of the coffee. So now that you would have fewer banana plants and more coffee plants.
Coffee plants. Okay.
Coffee, in its own environment, is supposed to be a shaded plant.
Okay.
So we bring these shade trees into it. That's why the banana here is acting as a shade tree. She may use another plant for shade, like ficus, but because the banana can be eaten,
Okay.
so it's better to have that one.
True, true.
These bananas are just providing the shade.
Jane, let me ask you, has the weather affected you in any way?
Yes, sometimes. There are some years where you get severe drought.
And how have you managed to solve that problem? How have you managed the water shortage?
No, we are still depending on the natural climate.
Okay, rainfall.
Rainfall.
Yes.
But in the past, there is a year we had severe drought. And we had just planted this. So it got stunted for about 3 years without producing anything.
That tells you, Jane, that you have got a problem of water.
Of water, yes.
So that would mean that we have got to make sure that we plan for water.
Yes.
2 ways is to make sure that you put in the trenches.
Trenches, okay.
That whichever little water comes in is used up.
Okay.
Alternatively, coffee can be mulched. So whenever you can have an opportunity and have the mulches, you could put it in.
Well, let's go and find out more about how to conserve moisture in the soils.
As you realize your coffee banana plantation is on a slope.
Yes.
You realize that when it rains, water will be running through. And this water, we need it.
Yes.
Because you have said that here one of the biggest problems is drought.
Drought, yes, it is.
So how can we use the little water that we have?
Okay.
So here we can have trenches. So we now want to demonstrate how we can do it. So we are going to have these trenches done in a straight way, but they should be broken at a particular interval. So that when water collects there, it can be held there for some time.
Okay.
Then it will move down. Usually it can be 1 foot up and down. And you can have as many as you can based on the slope that you had. You use the pegs because we want these lines to be straight.
By digging trenches, mulching, adding nutrients to the soil, Jane will be able to retain moisture in the plantation, thus getting better yields.
I think the job I'm doing, I like it very much. And farming needs someone who must put hands on each and everything. Once you sit back, nothing can move.
To get more information, you can consult with Shamba by sending an SMS starting with the letters SSU to 6115, together with your name and location to find the best solution for your soil.
Aki, what is this plant called?
Mjaja.
Mujaja?
Mjaja.
Welcome back.
To Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
We are in Ruhumba Trading Centre cell visiting Tayebwa Jane.
We have seen how to use integrated pasture management to control the spread of Sporobolus. And we have seen how Jane's coffee and banana intercropping can be prepared for the harsh dry seasons. We will show you how Jane can get better breeds using AI and how she can benefit from Pearl Dairy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is nice.
I think we can get something to help her with.
I'm sure we can do something.
Good, let's go. Leave the spice.
Okay. You have managed to control the Sporobolus weed, but your milk production is still low. What else could you do?
Use artificial insemination AI to improve the breed. Jane is currently milking 10 cows to get 85 liters. On average, each cow gives her 8.5 liters. This is good, but still below her target of 20 liters. We have invited Patrick Nwamanya from Lato Milk to teach us how AI can help improve her milk production.
Jane, what's your dream?
My dream is to have cows that can give me milk per day, at least 20 liters.
Each cow?
Each cow.
Patrick, you had the lady.
Yes, please.
Yeah, do you think she can achieve this?
That is achievable. Actually, 20 liters is average when you are using artificial insemination. For artificial insemination, you can go even up to 30-35 liters. You double your expectation.
I'll now advise her on how to achieve it.
When you want to achieve using artificial insemination, we can look at the breeds. We have a variety of breeds on market. Gililando, Frisian, Ayrshire, all those breeds are good and they can give us a lot of milk. This book I'm holding is a bull catalog. Normally for AI, it is good for the farmer to know the type of semen he's going to inseminate to her cow, to know that this bull, when we use its semen, it will give us better or best out of the offsprings it will give us. For instance, we have here bulls of Frisian type. So from that, they have picked the semen from them and reserved it for sale. Okay. So for this, it shows to you where a bull comes from. It shows to you the traits, because normally we don't zeal only on milk production, or we don't zeal only on the bull, but also its mother, how it used to produce, the characteristics of the mother. Then from that, we get to know that this bull, when we use its semen, it will give us better or best out of the offsprings it will give us. Okay. So it gives you all the particulars for all breeds you want.
In other words, what you're saying is a farmer like Jane, yes, she can just look at this catalog and tell that this is what I want.
Yeah, you have to ensure that here at farm, you and your workers, you know the signs of heat and even the timing when the cow or the heifer is to be served is also important.
AI has a lot of advantages but does not work if heat detection is not done well and the vet does not come on time. I wonder what are some of the signs that the cow is on heat.
When a cow or a heifer comes on heat, it becomes restless. The rest are resting, but for it, it is standing, it is moving around. There you know this cow or heifer is coming on heat. Also, a cow or a heifer pushes out clear discharge from the vulva. There you know that my cow or my heifer is coming on heat. Then we have a sign of a cow stand still when mounted. There you know the cow is ready to be inseminated. There you are supposed to follow what we call the 12 golden hour rule.
To get the best results with artificial insemination, it's important to notify the inseminator early so that at the top of the 12th hour, he's on ground and ready to inseminate.
Such that you match the movement of the ovum from the ovary to the fallopian tube where the fertilization is supposed to take place.
What would you advise me, Patrick? To have one, is it type type of cows. Because you see, I touch here, I touch there, Gererando, brown, white, Ashaya, so it's mixed.
Well,
what can I do?
As a technical person, I normally encourage farmers to have a vision and a goal for the farm. What is your goal, or what is your mission and vision for your farm? Then that vision will give you what to do. As you said, the vision for your farm is to have much milk. It would be better to align them. What do I mean here? If it is a line for Ayrshire, let it be a line for Ayrshire.
With AI, Jane can control the breed to get the amount of milk she wants. But remember, to achieve this, she must do this for at least 4 generations.
Thank you very much, Aggie. That was great, but not as great as what I'm going to do next. I am visiting a milk factory. Yes. Jane has been producing good milk and supplying pearl dairies for a while now. We want to know how her milk leaves the farm and turned into so many products, and how does her handling the milk affect the final product. We've been invited by Akuzile David from Lato Milk Main Factory to take us through the process. Yes, David. Thank you very much. Now, where are we?
You are at Pearl Dairy.
Pearl
Farms
Dairy.
Limited, yeah.
Jane is a dairy farmer, so we wanted to see where her milk ends up.
If Jane Milks has come, then we receive the milk. First, we start by weighing it. When it is on the weigh bridge, we pick samples from there. Then the lab guys start checking. So once the chemists have approved it, it's fine. Then they start offloading the tank.
The milk arrives in refrigerated trucks from milk collection centers across the region. On arrival, a sample is taken and tested in the lab. Here they test milk stability, calcium, magnesium contaminants, fat test, solid not fat test, and density. Once it passes the test, the trucks are emptied in milk silos. Each one of these holds 4 million liters. So what happens next?
After being offloaded, it is sent in raw milk tank. Then from there, they start pasteurizing. When milk is pasteurized, then it's sent in a fresh tank, ready, clean, ready.
So David, you're saying pasteurizing. What is pasteurizing?
It is the one that makes our milk clean. If there is any bacteria or anything that is not good, it is treated. So once the milk is pasteurized, nothing will remain in that milk.
The most common method of pasteurization today is high temperature, short time, which uses metal plates and hot water to raise milk temperatures to at least 161 degrees Fahrenheit for not less than 15 seconds, followed by rapid cooling. This destroys any harmful bacteria and microorganisms, extending the shelf life.
From there, then it goes to the storage tank. It goes in the tank, ready to be sent in production, like UHT. Yes. From UHT or sent in yogurt or powder plant.
After pasteurization, the cream is removed to make butter, while the rest moves down the system to make other products like yogurt, powdered milk, UHT milk, and ghee. Modern packaging machines are self-cleaning and provide an aseptic environment for milk packaging. Their improved design has allowed milk to remain fresh for at least 14 days and has made it possible for use with ultra-pasteurizing equipment for an extended shelf life. Once the products are packed, those that require refrigeration are kept in a cold room at -2, and the cold chain continues up to the supermarket refrigerators. Since UHT products don't require refrigeration, they are kept in warehouses or loaded in container trucks ready for export.
If farmers now get the knowledge and produce a lot of milk, I think Paradise is able to buy our milk. So I would appeal to those farmers outside there. Please let them improve their dairy farming and make sure produce good quality milk. Everybody will not power any liter of milk. Empire Dairies will take all the milk because they have the capacity, they have the facility.
Mama, did you love our stay here?
We enjoyed. We enjoyed your stay and we are honored to host you.
Oh, that's so kind.
Mama, no, actually, we are also very happy to allow us enter your homestead.
Is it?
Yes. But now we have to go and visit another farmer.
Okay.
We promise to come back.
Okay.
Yes.
We are looking forward to see you again.
Okay. If you want to learn about what you watched on this episode, you can find it on our mobile platform, Shamba.
For you watching at home, catch us on the next episode of Shamba Shake Up Uganda!
Thank you.